welcome to what is always a highly questionable gathering. What do you like today, Bomani?
LeBron's trying to do the impossible, but this is one he can't pull off.
Dale, papi.
How do you explain what D. Gordon did last night?
What a really cool sports moment. It doesn't fix anything. It's just a very temporary healing. But look at what happened last night. This team.
Is the Brees Payton era all but over for the Saints?
Yeah, the Saints lost on Monday Night Football to Atlanta. Somebody break out those paper bags. Anyway, Drew Brees put up some pretty gaudy passing numbers, and they scored 32 points. Just so happens the Saints stopped playing defense a few years ago, and they gave up 45. Is it the end of this Brees-Payton era? To me, it should be the end of the era of thinking just because you have the two of them, you can throw anybody else out there on the field to make it happen. They are in salary cap hell, and they're going to have to figure it out because these two dudes are good, but they're not good enough to do it themselves.
It's a bad division. They've started 0-3 before, and when they do, they've gotten back to 500 during those seasons, each of those times. But I think the era that's over is, you remember when this team was undefeated at home and was scoring 40 points a game at home and was beating everybody by 20 points at home and couldn't be beaten at home? It's over because what's happening on their defense. They can still score with anybody, a little less than they used to, but they can't stop a soul.
And now I will do my impersonation of Rob Ryan watching last night's game. Sean!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He could only do that this weekend, though, because they won the last weekend. It wouldn't have been so easy.
Wow.
Were you impressed with LeBron's message at Media Day?
Okay, a lot of guys have been calling for peace. This is something that Bomani has written about at The Undefeated very eloquently. Colin Kaepernick is calling for justice. Those two things are different. LeBron is trying to find some sort of safe space around this conversation that doesn't feel like taking a side. Listen.
I think you guys know when I'm passionate about something, I speak upon it. Me standing for the national anthem is something I will do. That's who I am. That's what I believe in. But that doesn't mean I don't respect and don't agree with what Colin Kaepernick is doing. You have the right to voice your opinion, stand for your opinion, and he's doing it in the most peaceful way I've ever seen someone do something.
So he's trying to give every side of this, and I think the humanizing part, the thing that really connected with people, is him saying this. Who doesn't understand this?
You know, I got a 12-year-old son, and a 9-year-old son, and a 2-year-old daughter, and, I look at my son being 4 years removed from driving his own car and being able to leave the house on his own. And it's a scary thought right now to think, if my son gets pulled over, and you tell your kids, if you just apply and you just listen to the police, that, they will be respectful and things will work itself out. And you see these videos that continue to come out. It's a scary situation that if my son calls me and said he's been pulled over, that I'm not that confident that things are going to go well and my son is going to return home. And my son just started the 6th grade.
It's dead hit on. LeBron is trying to do this without offending anybody, and it can be difficult to say something that is legitimately impactful while trying not to ruffle any feathers, because feathers get ruffled when you talk about these sorts of things. Now, this young man plays for the University of Nebraska and knelt during the national anthem. His name is Michael Rose Ivy. Yes, I just looked at the screen. Listen to this, because this is what happens when you go a little bit harder.
Even though I have done better, even though I am a college graduate, even though I am blessed and fortunate to play college football at the highest level and at one of the most prestigious college football schools in college football, even though I am a healthy being and even though I am fully conscious, I have still endured racism. I would still refer to Facebook and Twitter as a clueless, confused who by former high school classmates, friends, peers, and even Husker fans. Some believe Deshaun Muhammad and myself should be kicked out of the team or suspended, while some said we deserve to be lynched or shot just like the other black people that have died recently. Another believed that since we didn't want to stand for the anthem, then we should be hung before the anthem for the next game. These are actual statements we received from fans.
If that dude can stand after that and talk to the world as an unpaid college student, it's fair to look at LeBron and be like, why are you so afraid of making somebody mad?
What do you make of Milwaukee Bucks president calling Milwaukee the most segregated, racist place I have ever experienced in my life?
Yes, Peter Feige is a gentleman from New York. He is the president of the Milwaukee Bucks, and he was speaking to the Rotary Club of Madison, where he said this about Milwaukee. But he's talking about it also in the context of trying to make Milwaukee better, like what the Bucks could do to make Milwaukee a better place. But he also referred to the hometown as being antiquated. People are going to be mad at that part, but saying that Milwaukee is the most segregated place he's ever experienced, there's probably some fact behind that. If you look at the numbers on residential segregation in Milwaukee, it is one of the most segregated places in America. There's nothing controversial about that.
I will say this, though. This is a white person in power joining the conversation. Greg Popovich did the same thing yesterday. Michael Bennett has been calling for this. When are the white people going to get involved with some of the fixing and then throwing some of their power behind that fixing? This is a man who's trying to get, we don't know this guy. This is the first time I've ever heard this man's name mentioned, but he's trying to get behind something. And when the white people join this cause with power, you will see some changes on this cause.
It'll be interesting, though. Greg Popovich, nobody can move him out. This dude that's the president of a team that just got $250 million from the government for an arena, let's see how that goes.
Is Giant coach Ben McAdoo right that Odell Beckham is a distraction?
I think he threw an extra N that doesn't exist in McAdoo. I'm sorry, McAdoo is not his name. That's okay. It's a hell of an effort. We don't know this guy. He just started coaching the team a couple of games ago. The distraction is your quarterback throws a lot of interceptions, and Odell Beckham bails him out an awful lot, and he had his best season. By the way, you have your job because people thought you corrected Eli Manning, and it wasn't really you correcting Eli Manning. It was Odell Beckham joining your huddle and making Eli Manning a lot more dangerous than he looked. Is he a distraction? I don't care whether he's a distraction or not. He is a little too emotional. That fire serves him often.
I do think it's fair for McAdoo to say this, though, because Odell Beckham is a distraction if he distracts Ben McAdoo. Like, Ben McAdoo gets to answer that question. Is this dude over here acting a fool distracting you? The question becomes yes or no. Now, to me, should that distract you? I would say probably not. You should be busy with some other things. But at the same time, the dude does have to get it under control. You just don't have to go to cliche coach speak to say it, because I don't think you lost track of what was going on in the game because Odell Beckham was losing the fight with the kicking net.
Ben McAdoo, we don't really have to learn his name, right? Well, he's not going to have that job for maybe 1 year or two.
Right. It doesn't matter how many N's are in his name. You know there are going to be a lot of L's after it.
Shouldn't Tom Brady be preparing for this season rather than sunbathing nude in Positano?
So, you know, Tom Brady got suspended from his job, which is really like a vacation that's unpaid, but that's not such already rich. So Tom Brady's like, let's go overseas and hit the beaches and get naked. Oh, yeah, I'm going out here with my supermodel wife, and we gonna lay out here butt naked, and we just gonna post up while these dudes are over here beating their brains in, playing football.
I love that Tom Brady is even super meticulous about making sure that he is tan all over. Supermodel wife, coming back to a 4-0 team, totally nude, not just vacationing while they do all that violence, but vacationing nude with a supermodel. I feel like he did all of that just for Goodell.
This is the most ballerific thing I have ever seen.
You know, I wonder who owns that chair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is inconsiderate. It is, right? I mean, you're renting there. That's someone else's lawn chair. You're just going to leave your... Yeah.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
If the trick had been successful, it wouldn't have been nearly as
I
good.
don't even understand what the trick was supposed to
The
be.
trick
Can
was
we
him
run this again
disappearing.
from the top?
From the top. Watch the door close in the background as he's getting ready. He didn't realize that.
There, oh, he goes and shuts it.
Little homie is the real magician here.
No!
Time to play the game that is a follower, not a leader. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question this business decision by Matt Ryan?
This was funny right here. Look at Matt Ryan. This is amusing. It is a business decision.
Devontae Freeman
Matt Ryan
behind the fullback
is not supposed to be a blocker here.
reverses his field,
And
now
he
Matt
decides,
Ryan.
never mind, I'll just get out of the way. Why? Because why would I want to be hit by these people? Why would I choose to hit these people when these people aren't going to do any hitting of me today?
And to be fair, he kind of did enough to, like, do the job, and the other part is, as a quarterback, everybody's looking for the opportunity to waylay you. And that would be the one chance that they would have. Like, oh, you think you a gangster now.
He did enough. He did enough. He sort of impeded his progress barely.
Well, it was really a bad block, but it wasn't the worst of the game.
There was one that was worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh, these two Saints running into each other. Yeah. There you go. And then let me make things worse.
Oh.
Yeah, there, right there. Let me get up in my grogginess.
You got to put him in a protocol right after that, right?
Yeah. I mean, right there, he belongs in the protocol, and he should not be allowed to do
well,
that.
Well, no, it was the other guy who got it. He needed to be in a different protocol. Like, if this were Madden, his awareness would be, huh?
I love that Saints decision. Let me run into 7 guys without the football. Let me see how that's going to work out with.
No wonder they lost the game.
That's right.
Do you question if this goalie took a dive?
It's Uzbekistan and North Korea in U16 soccer.
Covering the globe.
I'm surprised that North Korea is letting us watch this.
Oh, wow. Was he pretending?
Okay,
come on, man.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Wait a minute. No.
That is the worst acting in a fixed game I have ever seen.
Hold on, no. You telling me that the North Korean dude is in on the fix? Because that's the North Korean team right there, right? Who in on the fix for whom?
Okay, what just happened there?
I just think he is paralyzed with nervousness. Like, I don't want to be the guy just assuming they're going to throw you in some kind of gulag and you go back to one of them countries like that if you make a mistake. However, what other explanation you got?
Let me see that again, though. Like, he doesn't do anything right. He slows down. What is this? Like, he's allegedly trying to head the ball, misses it by 10 feet, slows down. Like, well, I mean, come on, Bomani.
I
don't know what his motives are.
I'm just trying to figure out who would be in on it with him, because I'd be scared.
Ring.
Oh, here we go. I think we have
Juanito, listen, Juanito, we did it again, boy. We buried North Korea. Yeah, we cleaned up, buddy. I'm telling you, that play, that was the key of the game. That was the key of the game, buddy. We did it. I knew your relationship with that tyrant will pay off.
Whoa.
You know, you're top of, you're número uno, Juanito. You're número uno in my list.
Do you just make him number one for being...
That's right. That's right. In cahoots with North Korea's dictator. That's correct.
Allegedly. Do you question whether this was worth trying?
The producers have mentioned that we're going out to parts unknown. This is like 1980s Gordon Soley wrestling. Parts unknown. What do we got? Oh, we got a magician, Bomani, a magician.
Oh, I see why they call it parts unknown.
Oh, dear God, that's funny. Oh, he was trying to do that very fast, and he didn't realize that the door had closed behind him. That is great. Oh, my gosh, is that great. That is so much better than the trick. If the trick had been successful, it wouldn't have been nearly as good.
I don't even understand what the trick was supposed to be. Can we run this again from the top?
From the top. Watch the door close in the background as he's getting ready. He didn't realize that.
Oh, he goes and shuts it.
Little homie is the real magician here.
Oh! By the way, shout out to whoever worked on the 1966 Batman that did the production on this and put the zonk.
Yeah,
right there.
There it is. There it is. The parts unknown zonk. Hold on. Can we examine just this a little bit more here? Because this is the story I've been waiting for all my life. I want to point out that he rolled over onto a shovel, and I also want everyone to see how he grabs at his head at one point during this, making this all the funnier. Watch when he goes for the head grab, as if it's not funny enough, as if the sound by itself is not funny enough of him hitting something that seems to be made of metal. Watch this. Roll over. Water spills on him, and there it is. There it is, the holding of the top of the head.
Well, at what point should he have realized that this door was no longer open?
Oh, that's not the worst magic trick I have seen.
Worse than
Watch
that?
this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys remember this? Yes. Watch this guy right here.
Zrobimy na 3, dobrze? Uważaj.
Raz, dwa. Here it comes. Ow! Ow! Ah! I mean, you thought that guy's hair was going to be the worst part of that video.
First, let me hop that the porch. I don't want to hear that fan doesn't sit like a horse. I like a ball on those cats. Got me feeling like sports. That's got so much wood I could build me a fort. Questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that has trouble controlling his volume. See? Oh no!
Tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued. Sorry.
On ESPN2, Red Sox and Yankees.
You want to watch some David Ortiz, Bomani? David Ortiz is still leading the league in OPS, and he's retiring. He's doing it better than anybody. Let's watch the Red Sox strike out a bunch of consecutive Rays. We haven't seen a whole lot of this happen ever before.
1, 2,
3-2 coming.
3,
Try to get Decker.
4, 5,
Do Spanish.
6,
Pitch.
7,
Spanish, Papi.
8,
Thank you.
9, 10, 11. Oh.
That has to stink for the Rays. Bomani, are you intrigued?
The Red Sox have won 11 straight games. That's all the baseball I can give you for right now. I'm trying to get into the spirit. Playoffs coming soon.
You don't sound like you're trying to get
I'm
into
gonna
the
get
spirit
there,
of
man.
anything.
I'm gonna get
You
there.
said this last year, and then you never got there. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, the Red Sox, they shouldn't be getting carried away because I was Tampa Bay now. Now they're playing against the Yankees. They got a guy there by the name of Gary Sanchez. You know, that guy, he can hit that ball 4 or 5 times out of the ballpark in one game, you know. So it's not going to be the same thing against the Yankees, you know. Do you know what his nickname should be? Derry Sanchez. That's
Really?
right, Derry Sanchez.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Why is that?
I mean, no. I think we're going to go ahead and move on.
On RSN, Orioles and Blue Jays.
No, thank you. But Wade Miley used to be with the Diamondbacks. He used to be good teammates with Paul Goldschmidt. He was very close as an Oriole to having a complete game here, 1 out away. And Goldschmidt does that to him.
Stubbs will play it back in. Yeah, with all the rest, the velocity was up a couple of ticks. You know, when he started.
Oh, there you go. How about some of that for you? Right there. Good friendship right there. Man, that does not look like he thinks it's funny. Oh, at the very end, he thought it was funny. Bomani, are you intrigued?
No. Roll that back. How many years has it been? Like 3, 4 years? I've been trying to figure out what Paul Goldschmidt looks like. I'm under the impression he's a very good baseball player, but I never see him. So we got like a quick glimpse of him right there.
That's right. Bomani really showing off his baseball knowledge.
I told you I knew he was an all-star. I don't need to know what he looks like. That's how much I know about baseball. I even know stuff about dudes that I don't even know what they look like.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because listen, that guy goes. You know, he's really a hitter, buddy. He's a slugger, you know. He plays first base for the Diamondbacks. You know, he's a cleanup guy. So what do you expect him to do? Hit it like that? Huh?
I love his name so much more the way my father said it.
What did I do now? I mean,
it's not. You got to pronounce the M in Goldschmidt.
On HBO, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel.
Oh, the magician from the Eagles, the long snapper, is being featured. A magic trick I've been pulling off for years around here is always saying I'm intrigued in this and never actually watching it. Let's see what we've got here.
When you and I first met, the piece opened with talking about you as maybe the most anonymous guy in the NFL. This has kind of screwed up your anonymity, hasn't it?
Yeah, we kind of went the other direction with that.
Give me an analogy. I mean, where are you on the scale of recognition out there?
You know, I would say I've reached that tier of like third string quarterback.
Guys trash talk on the field.
Oh yeah.
Is the talking you get different?
Yeah, it was great. We were playing the Texans and the guy goes, hey, yeah, what's up now, Magic Man? I'm gonna make you disappear, Magic Man. What now? You know, and it was a really big dude, right? But then it dawned on me. I said, hold up, homie. That's right. You know I'm the Magic Man. What's your name again? And everybody was like, oh.
Bomani, are you intrigued?
Yeah, he just started that scene in the movie where the white dude gives you some of his lip. Yeah, how y'all like that attitude so much coming from the long snapper now, do you?
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, this guy is too Polish. I like better the rookie magicians.
Yes. I mean,
Now, this is what I call hard knocks. Thank you for letting me slide for that Hard Knocks thing.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Okay. Thank you.
Where the are you going?